So, as a small business owner and entrepreneurs, you find yourself with all the different social media platforms that you're trying to use each and every one of them just because you want to create a better exposure and a higher exposure to your brand. But is it the right thing for you to do, or are you just maybe wasting your time and maybe you're not actually achieving the results that you want to do? And this is exactly what we're going to talk about this video. Because when we look at if you look at marketing in general, there's a lot of innovation all the time, and there's always new different platforms and tools for you to use to promote your business. But does it mean that this is the right tool for you to use? Does it mean that this is the right platform for you to use? So the first thing you need to learn and to take in mind all the time is the importance of knowing your target audience. And about that, I also have a video that's going to be a link here, and there's going to be also a link below just to how to define your target audience. But this is very important because you need to know who you're targeting and who are you trying to reach out to. Because the moment you know who you're trying to reach out to, and you're learning as much as you can about them, you know where to find them. So if I'm, for example, trying to reach out to youngsters, I know where to find them today. I know that they're spending lots of time on, for example, TikTok. So I'll try to come with my message through that platform. But if I'm trying to reach out to lawyers and accountants and maybe things like that, because I'm trying to get my message to them, I'll maybe find them more on LinkedIn because it's a more professional platform. But again, for example, if I know that one of the things that I'm trying to reach us is for moms, if I learn more and more about them, I'll know exactly where to find them and when actually to communicate with them and with what message to come. So this is very important. So first of all, the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you define your target audience and you know exactly who you're trying to reach out to. And try to learn as much as you can about them. And from that, do your own research and try to understand where can I find them? So now that you know who you're targeting, you move to the second part and do some research. You learn about them. You learn what's their interest, where you can find them. You search on the different platforms. You try to engage and see also not only where you can find them, but to see in which platform they're actually engaging more. So look, for example, on one of your competitors and go search about them. See which platforms they use. See in which platforms they're actually getting better engagement and learn from their mistakes. So if you have, for example, see that one of your, competitors is on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, but you can see that they're getting more engagement on LinkedIn. That means that they may be wasting their time on Facebook and Instagram, and those are not the right platforms for them. So maybe you should just invest in LinkedIn, and it can be the opposite on the different ones. And this is very important. You need to remember that you are, most of the time as an entrepreneur, it's a one-man show. You don't have all the time now to spend on different platforms and trying to engage in creating contents all the time and trying to communicate and do it all. You cannot really, you need to really be focused on what you do. And this is very important and something you need to take in mind. So do some research, check where your competitors, check what's working for others, even use the different, for example, groups, and ask, create a poll and ask which platform you will use the most to find that product or to purchase that service. Why not? Give it a try. You've got these things and the option to do research for free. So do it. Another thing you need to take in mind is also what type of your business you've got and what's going to work best for you in order to promote your products and service, to promote your brand. What's working for you? So for example, if you do clothing, so people want to see. It's a more visual thing. If you do different type of designs, it's more visual. People want to see. So when you do something that's around more visual, so Instagram, for example, it's an amazing platform for that because all you post basically is images, and it's easy for them to take a look and either give a like, comment, or whatsoever. Another platform that is very good that if you've got something visual to show is Pinterest, but not in every country. It's a popular platform. So that's also part of it. And let's also go back to the part of understanding who you're targeting. And if let's say you're targeting people in the US, Pinterest is going to be an amazing platform. In other countries, it's not as strong as in the US, for example. And that's part of what you need to understand. And again, if you, for example, needs to write long articles and that, so maybe you should start your own blog and use that to promote your business. Or use even LinkedIn and promote there your blog and your different articles. But it won't be something that's going to work with Pinterest or Instagram. And not even on Facebook, because people don't really like to read that much in this platform. They actually all the time they just swipe all the time, and whatever caught their eye, that's what they're gonna read. So think about that as well. And on the other side, if for example your business, you need to demonstrate things, or it's tutorials and you need to speak and share. So for example, YouTube will be an amazing platform for that, because that's a way that you can share your videos and communicate with them. So when you think about your business, try to think like, who am I targeting? Where can I find them? And what's the type of content that I'm using, so I'll know exactly how to engage with them and how to promote it. So use the right platforms, not only on the, where to reach out to, but also the right platform that will help you get your message to get your message out there and very clear, and for them to understand. Because you always need to remember that you're trying to engage with them and lead them to action, to actually contact you and say, I'm interested in this product, and bottom line, to buy it, your product or service. Another important tip is that you want to be their go-to person, and that's why you're actually using social media, because you're going to create a community around you. You're going to bring all your potential clients to the right platforms, and that's why it's very important to go to the right platforms for your business, for your brand. And once you find them, you bring all your potential clients there, and then you engage with them. And by engaging with them and by them seeing your content, they will know that you are their go-to person. They will know that you got the solution for their problems, and they're going to come to you. And that's exactly what you want, because you don't want to waste your time and being in the wrong places, engaging with the wrong people, and basically not to be their go-to person, because they won't understand like what's the connection between you to them, and you're going to miss out. So make sure that you're using the right platform also for that, and find the right platforms where you can actually become the go-to person, the ones that knows what's the solution they require. So after you decided which platforms are the right one for you, you can find yourself that you've got more than one or two platforms. And as a one-man show, you also need to make sure that is spending your time the right way, and you're not wasting it on just trying to be in all the different platforms and not getting much results. And what I always recommend is start with one platform, nail it, control it. Make sure that you are building something there, like a small base even of followers over there. And once you see how you working there and things are starting to move even by itself, you can move to the second platform and then start mixing between them and making sure. Because also remember that if you work, let's say, for example, if I do Facebook and Instagram, okay, those are the two main platforms that I'll use, for example, for my business. So if I started with Facebook and I start to engage with more and more people, I've got more and more likes to my page, I also created a certain amount of content. Once I know that now I've got enough people over there and engaging, and it's easy for me to work, and I know how to work with it and how to get more likes and things like that, then I can move to the Instagram. And because I already started creating my content before, I can take that content and see if it's gonna be work for me on Instagram. So why not? I already have it, and then I start working on my Instagram, and then I can refer the people from my Facebook account to my Instagram account and gain that power. And then I start building that community in Instagram. And at one point, I can also refer my Instagram followers, because sometimes they're not the same on Facebook and Instagram, and lead them to my Facebook. And that's how you do. And you engage and you're mixing with all the twin one. So if I look, for example, at my business, I actually have not only Facebook account and Instagram account, which you guys are more than welcome to follow. I also have a Pinterest account, and I also have a YouTube channel, as you can see. And I've got a LinkedIn account. So what I'm trying to do is to use the same content in all the different platforms, but in each and every one of them, I bring another twist. So for example, I cannot share the visuals that I share on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So on YouTube, I've got the videos that I do. But the videos I will promote on Instagram and Facebook and on LinkedIn. So I basically use them to promote each other and to build that community around me, and eventually to go to the to become the go-to person around marketing, branding, and social media. And that's what I'm trying to do. So that's what you need to try. But you're not going to be Again, you need to remember you cannot be everything to everyone. And for that, I've got a video and I'm going to put the link below and it's going to be also here. But you need to remember you need to niche yourself. So you niche yourself in your business, but you also niche yourself in the social media platform that you use. So you start with one, controlling it, move into another one, and move into another one, because you don't want to find yourself that you are trying to find the right formula in one platform, but you're struggling, and the other one is like going fast, and then you're controlling, and then you maybe even like losing patience and things like that. So no, work one by one, and you're gonna see the progress. So this is also very important, and remember that you cannot be everything to everyone. So if I'm just gonna sum it up, first of all, make sure that you know who exactly you're targeting. Once you know who you're targeting, do some research about them. Try to understand where you can find them and when you can find them and where's the place for you to not only find them but also to engage with them. On top of it, remember your business. If your business is more around visual, then that's what's going to help you to promote your business by sharing more pictures. So let's say, for example, if you're a traveling agency and you're sharing pictures, so different platforms like Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest will work better for you versus LinkedIn. Uh, and that's part of it. If you need to share more articles, more content that's got more words in it, so LinkedIn, for example, can be better for you, but not the other platforms. And as I said before, if you've got more things that are around video, even like a makeup artist, and you want to show and demonstrate how you do, so YouTube and Instagram will be amazing for you. And that's the thing. Try to understand and learn as much as you can about who you're targeting and how they're gonna get that, like what's gonna type of content will impact them and gonna lead them to action to come and actually buy your product and service. And by all of that, make sure that you're using the right platforms to them. And by using the right platforms, try to create a community around you to engage with them and to be their go-to person, and just control each and every one of the platforms and then move from one to another. Don't try to be all of them at once because it's too much. So go one by one and work with it. So good luck. So if you like my content, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.